cut this.
Oh yeah, it's gone. There's no way this is going to end up in the video. Welcome to Ginger and Rose. It's been a while since we've done one of these. What's your face?
I don't know. I think I have cat hair in my eye.
So if you hear any ambient noise from outside, it's because everyone is quarantined and they're going nuts.
Yeah.
We live in an apartment complex full of noise.
Also, the random people that do leave the complex in their vehicle make the loudest, most obnoxious, screechy noise because our garage door to the apartment complex is off.
That's true. Let's talk about what we've got going on, because I think it's pretty easy to forget looking at the channel that there are people behind it and we are actively working on newer and hopefully cooler stuff to show you guys.
And we want to talk about what we're doing professionally, our work outside of Hungry Creature, but also our films that we're trying to work on in Hungry Creature, and then just our general channel update.
Currently, circumstances are a little bit weird because, as mentioned previously, we are under, not like quarantine, but shelter in place. Yeah.
Because of the pandemic, we are being able to work from home right now. Both of our studios that we work for, we've been able to start working from home. I've been working from home as early as 2 weeks ago, and Josh just started. Yeah, that's been new and different, and the cats love it.
It's a weird time because like a lot of the movies that I had worked on, because professionally I'm a matte painter outside of, this channel. I worked on a couple movies that have been pushed, or we're not exactly totally sure when they're actually going to come out. Basically, summer 2020 in terms of cinema has been completely canceled. Everything's just been pushed to like fall or winter or early next year. I feel very lucky to be employed. I feel very lucky to be able to work from home. And so far, I think it's working pretty well.
Yeah, I really like it. It's really nice to just be home with you and the baby.
So let's do some announcements. Enough with the professional stuff. Let's talk about what stories we want to tell for Hungry Creature Productions.
Yeah, so we have a few that are coming up. Our next one that we're planning to put out is called A Calling. It is our first live action short film, and it's kind of like a Twilight Zone-esque story about a haunted closet.
What more do you want?
Yeah.
And that is in progress. We have a decent edit of it. Still working on soundtrack things, and there are some visual effects type stuff that I'm working on for that at the moment.
We're hoping to have that come out late June.
Next one I want to talk about is my first feature film, maybe. My first feature screenplay. It's called Thin Blue Veins, and I'm really proud of this story. I'm not actually going to tell you what it's about, just know that it is a horror film with notes of black comedy in it. I'm serious enough about it to where I have registered with the US Copyright Office, and it's been submitted to the Page Screenplay Contest, the Screencraft Screenplay Contest, and the Slam Dance Screenplay Competition. Do I expect to win anything off of my first feature screenplay? I really don't, honestly. That would be nice. I think I'm going to get good feedback from these shows. I think that it's going to be a learning experience, and I'm going to be able to really improve this script as well as future scripts based on this experience. Yeah, so that's where that one is right now.
It's live action, by the way.
Yes, you may have noticed the last substantive animated short we made was Nature Hates You. That had some problems, which you can watch our Postmortem of Nature Hates You. I'll put a link to that in the video description. You are now on track with exactly what the issues on that were. Petal is a short film that I've been wanting to make for so long. It's between 8 to 10 minutes long. It's essentially about a mother and her young toddler-aged daughter living in a sci-fi world. Their crops have died. There are strange creatures lurking about. It's a Miyazaki meets Laika-esque tale of friendship and discovery, and I'm so excited to make this. However, my biggest problem with my previous 3 shorts, Brutal Kawaii, Senescent, and Nature Hates You, is that I was wearing all the hats. And when you're wearing all the hats, quality control kind of goes out the window because you just have to get things done.
Yeah.
I don't want this to happen with Petal. So the new things with Petal are First and foremost, this is going to be a completely transparent project. So, for example, we're going to have another video about it, and I'm going to read you the entire script. You're going to see all the concept art as it's made, you're going to see the rough edits, you're going to see the final edits. Through the whole stage of this process, you're going to be involved. And I want you to comment on these videos, telling us what you like, what you don't like, not saying that we'll necessarily follow everyone's advice, but I want this to be something that the community is involved in and engaged in. Additionally, it's not something I want to make completely alone. We're going to be looking for other artists. Ourselves, we are investing our time, we make no money off these videos, so we really have nothing to compensate anyone other than you are totally free to use whatever you create for Pedal if you come on board for your own purposes as well. No restrictions there. Our future Pedal video will talk about collaboration and how we want to find artists to really make this the most beautiful, well-animated, thoughtful story that we can, because I really feel like this screenplay deserves it. Tentatively, I want to have Pedal come out sometime around spring 2022. Does that sound like a long time from now? It does, and we need it, because it's got to look good.
Yeah.
Next, I just want to briefly bring up, I'm writing another feature. Just because I have my first feature screenplays in a good place doesn't mean I'm going to slow down. I have plenty of ideas, and I've started the next one. It's currently titled Illusory. The idea with this one is I wanted to write something that we could conceivably make ourselves. This will be constrained location, constrained actors, much more of an unsettling drama type movie until it goes completely off the rails, as most of the things I write do.
So another mini micro short that we plan on bringing to you. Working title is Cracked Up. It is a little short film involving the paper people, all from the world of Nature Hates You. After making that movie, we thought they were actually the most enjoyable part. Not that the actual main story and main characters and stuff weren't enjoyable, but like their style was so cool and so simple that we realized we needed to keep going with them. So that's what we're gonna try to do.
Super short, it's less of a story, more of a punchline.
Yeah, and we're hoping to have that one come out around Halloween this year.
Woo! Rounding us out. So in terms of our YouTube channel, the videos we regularly put out, currently we have our current season planned out to the end of February 2021.
Yeah.
And a lot of those videos are already completed, scheduled, uploaded, ready to go. So we're in a good place right now.
We are already trying to kind of map out and get an idea of basically how to improve on the channel and how to make it more organized, even more aesthetically pleasing, even more interesting to viewers, even more fitting to our general interests, and kind of keep it as cohesive and streamlined as possible. I hate this phrase, but I feel like building our brand is a very accurate way to say it.
Yes,
It's true.
For us, because we want to not just build a channel, but build a community for our movies and shorts. The remainder of 2021, our goal is we want to focus more on original content, less on commenting on the content or practices of others. Right now, the channel is very focused on reacting to or responding to or dissecting films which have already been made, as well as how the industry makes films. We want to still do that because I think a lot of you are here because you love that. At the same time, we see you, the audience, as being along for our journey. We want to fold into that mix more of our original stories, coupled with how we go about creating those and allowing you to be there every step of the way, as opposed to just seeing the end result.
Garage door noises.
Of the movies or shorts we mentioned, which one are you most looking forward to? If you wouldn't mind letting us know in the comments, that would be super splendid. And by the comments, we mean the table. We're always pointing down. We want you to put it on this table.
Right here.
Right there.
Come over.
If we don't see it there, yeah, quarantine yourselves. Separate 6 feet away from me. You person.
Winston.
My cat thinks I'm yelling at him. I'm so sorry, my friend. Please forgive me. Good. Dry cough. But not that one.
Unrelated wheezing. Should I leave?
Hey!
Hey, thanks for watching that video. If you liked what you saw, give us a like. If you didn't, don't.
If you want to see some of the episodes we've made in the past, check out the playlist tab on our YouTube channel page.
It's also all organized on our website.
On that website, use the contact form to sign up for our free electronic monthly magazine.
It's packed with behind-the-scenes breakdowns, channel data, polls, and even discounts on our boutique.